So, all right. So Joseph, you guys, that culminated, and then you did go back to New York. You went to LA.
We went to LA at the advice of, it was actually Jodie Benson, who is famously the voice of The Little Mermaid.
Oh yeah.
She was the narrator at the time, and she is now my kid's godson, our very dear friend. She was the one that pushed us. She came into my dressing room one night and said, "So I hear you're gonna try to go do Gaston or something in New York." I'm like, yeah, I am. She's like, "You need to come back to LA. You and Lisa need to come to LA." I said,
Wow.
no. I heard about LA. It's just great TV. No, how do you break into that? What do you do? I don't know. She's like, "Eric, just give it a shot. What have you got to lose?" And I took her advice, and we got a little place in North Hollywood, and we started bartending. We were I actually bartended the Soap Opera Digest Awards.
Dude, and then you won one.
I won one the next year.
all in Hollywood.
The following year, that's one of my
Hollywood.
favorite stories. I'm like, "Damn, I'm serving these guys drinks. I probably served you a drink, dude." I'm like, "Oh, man,
probably
get my shot here. What do I have to do?"
But what a story that is. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that's when they did the show. I mean, that's when they did it right. Like, that was really a great. They did a really great award show.
Yeah, it was fun. They threw some money into that. People had a good time.
Well, I mean, it was probably more for the fans than because the daytime Emmys were never about, it was never wholly about soap fans, because the show isn't wholly about soaps, right? Like,
sure.
But the soap opera awards, what was Soap Opera Digest Awards?
Soap Opera Digest Awards. It was just purely to recognize a lot of the new talent and the up and comers and.
Right. Some more.
It celebrated the hard work. It wasn't. I don't think it was necessarily a popularity contest. It was more of a, you know what? We all admire this person for doing what they're doing, and I don't know. I just felt like it recognized people that were putting the work in, and I missed that event.
Where did they have it?
Universal, from what I remember, a lot of times was at Universal.
The time I did it, it was in Hollywood somewhere.
Interesting.
Some really cool room. It was almost intimate, but it was. I don't know. It was a nice space, but yeah, they've done it Universal.
Did they tell?
I also worked at for 4 years.
What did you say?
I was at the theme. I worked for Universal Theme Park. I was Spider-Man. I was the Rock I was the Scorpion King in the Mummy Maze. I was Elwood Blues in the Blues Brothers show. I did like 7 shows.
All in that year before booking, right? Because you said it was about a year, right?
Yeah, I was doing Spider-Man Rocks, the stunt show, which the company I was keeping in that show, most of them are on Broadway today. It was this ridiculous cast. I was in my Green Goblin outfit. I played Spider-Man in the park. I was Green Goblin on in the show. And I'm getting onto my glider. It's the night before opening. It's tech or whatever. And my Motorola flip phone with the antenna rings.
Yeah.
I pull up my mask and I get it. My agent's like, "You got it." I what?
Wow.
"You're the new Ethan on Passions. They want you on set tomorrow."
Oh,
wow.
Man. And I remember putting that antenna down really slowly. I looked at the stage manager and he's like, he's not coming out. I don't know. He's not coming out. So the glider comes out with the track, Spider-Man, and no one's on it. And they're out in the audience going, "Cut! What happened? What's going on?" And I come walking down the side of the stage, and I looked at Michael Laughlin, who was the entertainment director, and he knew that I was up for this part. And he went, and the whole cast slow clapped me. 80s slow clapped me.
I love that.
While I walked out, while the director at the time, I won't mention her name, she was like, "He can't just what are we?" Meanwhile, there was like 9 goblins that they had, so it wasn't like
you weren't catapulting the show, the
show was beating people up. You remember the tragedies of the Spider-Man on Broadway, like a guy died.
Was this kind of the beginnings of that? Did they try to use some of that technology?
It was the concept, and I was doing pipe fights in smoke with masks, hitting each other. Like, it was a dangerous show, and a lot of people have gotten hurt. So I was very happy to leave that particular production.
Less injuries on soaps. I think.
Well, I don't know. I've been knocked out a few times. I don't know what you guys with breakable vases.
Oh, breakaway.
We don't smash people with vases as much on our show as I think they do on Days.
Yeah.
Like that seems to be like something that happens pretty
Dude,
regularly.
I don't know. But Passions was big on smashing stuff.
Oh, was it Passions too? Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy, you guys know, Justin Hartley, right?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Well, he was my brother on Passions, and to this day, he will deny this. He'd hit me with a breakaway bass, but he hit me with you're not supposed to hit with the butt of it. The butt is like pure condensed sugar. You're supposed to do the top, which is breakable. He hit me with the butt of it, and I went down. I had to get stitches in my head that day. Because and to this day he'll be like, dude, that was totally your fault. I don't know what you did.
That's so him too, though.
Yeah, it was not me. I did not screw that up. All right.
We've done so many stunts at GH, and there's the only time I'm ever nervous, because I've done so many fights and stuff, whatever, and it's always the guys who go, yeah, I train in martial arts, or I train and I'm a boxer. I'm like, oh, I'm freaking gonna get punched. I'm getting punched. Yeah, I'm getting punched right now.
Why is that? I guess those guys.
I don't know.
The adrenaline just kicks in, and then.
No, man. It's like.
What happened to your safety protocol? They don't teach stage combat to these kids coming into these shows either, though.
Oh no, dude. And now, because it's sometimes budget stuff. Half the time I'm doing stunts with guys who aren't even stunt guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man. You got to know how to take a punch. You got to know how to throw a punch. There's a bit of an art to this. That's why there's classes for it in theater.
Or you should just try to get in less fights.
that wouldn't be dramatic, would it? I mean,
that's true.
You have to talk. You have to
sit around a bubble bath and make love to someone for months on end. You have to.
There you go.
You have to fight.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.